Thin layer chromatography. it is it is also another version liquid chromatography. It is another type of partition chromatography, that is liquid. A thin layer of silica gel is sprayed on a glass plate. After drying, the biological sample is applied as a small spot. The spot is placed in a corner of the plate 1 inch away from the edges. The plate is placed in a trough containing the solvent. The stationary water phase is held on the silica gel and mobile phase of non-polar solvent moves up. It takes only 2 to 4 hours for separation of the components. That means in paper chromatography it needs 12 to 14 hours, while in thin layer chromatography using silica gel the time is taken is only 2 to 4 hours. The another variety of partition chromatography is gas liquid chromatography. The gas liquid chromatography is also another type of partition chromatography. Here stationary phase is a liquid and mobile phase is gas. The stationary liquid phase is supported by a column of inert material, for example silica, in a long narrow column. A mixture of substances to be separated is made volatile at one end of the column and the vapors are swept over the column by an inert carrier gas like argon or nitrogen. The fractions emerges from the other end of column. These fractions are collected, detected and quantitated by a detecting device. This method is more suitable for lipid compounds which resist degradation at a high temperature. The next type of is gel filtration, that is gel fraction. It is also known as size exclusion chromatography. Gel fraction, or you can say size exclusion chromatography. It is also called molecular sieving. Hydrophilic cross-linked gels like acrylamide which may be agarose, which is known as cefarose, dextran, cefadex, yeah, cefaril. Acrylamide is known as cefaril. Any of these can be used in the column for separation of molecules based on their size. Generally, cefadex is widely used. The range of separation is based on the pore size designated by the letter G10 to G200. It shows the size of the particle. The gel is packed in a column. The gel particles are porous to nature. This porous allows the small molecules like insulin enter into the gel particle. After some time, it comes out and re-enters the particle. Thus, this process is repeated many times. So, for a small molecule like insulin, it takes longer time to come out from the column than molecule of bigger size, for example, immunoglobulin. Pores do not allow it to enter the gel particles. So immunoglobulins, larger molecules, comes out more readily, that is in less time, than a small particle, for example, insulin. In short, larger molecules will come out first, while smaller molecules are retained in the column. This technique is used to separation of protein molecules, second in purification of proteins, and molecular weight determination of protein. The next type which is commonly used nowadays is high pressure liquid chromatography. High pressure liquid chromatography, a type of partition chromatography. It is again a type of partition chromatography. High pressure liquid chromatography, that is HPLC, is nowadays widely used for the separation of all types of components. Incompressible silica or alumina microbeads are used as a stationary phase. This allows high flow rates. The liquid phase passes through the column under high pressure, that is 1000 times atmospheric pressure. The column may be also packed with materials for adsorption, partition, or ion exchange. Separation is achieved with better resolution and high speed, that is within minutes. HPLC can resolve mixture of lipids which solubility differ only slightly. There is also one type in reverse phase HPLC. In reverse phase HPLC, hydrophilic polymers are used as a stationary phase. Usually, it is used to separate peptides. The next type is ion exchange chromatography. Ion exchange chromatography. Separation in this method is based on electrostatic attraction between charged biological molecules to oppositely charged groups on the ion exchange resins. These resins are cross-linked polymers containing ionic groups as part of their structure. The polymer must be sufficiently cross-linked to have negligible solubility but porous enough for the ions to diffuse freely through it. The resins are either cation exchange resins, that is sulfonic and carboxylic groups, or anion exchange resins having a quaternary nitrogen. The others are amberlite, IRC 50, a weak cation, Dovex 3, weak anion, diethyl aminoethyl DEAE, cellulose, a strong anion. The separation is based on the ionic character of particles, proteins, and amino acids. The separation is based on the ionic character of particles, that may be proteins and amino acids. The cation exchange particles have groups like COO and Na. When cations are passed through the solution, sodium in the resin is replaced by carbon. These carbon particles are adhered in the column, while negatively charged particles are eluted out easily. In the last, there is one type of chromatography which is known as affinity chromatography. Affinity. The principle is the technique is based on the high affinity of specific proteins for specific chemical groups. The example is thus coenzymes can be used to purify the enzymes. NAD is used to purify dehydrogenases. By using antibodies, antigens could be easily